Listen to me right quick. Let me serenade you. Let me tell you this. Be who you are. For your pride. Don't Shout out to everybody who didn't click off of the video just because I was singing perfectly and on key. Hello. What is up, my loves? Welcome to my channel. My name is Nathallie Hughes, aka Nath Hughes, and in today's reading, we are talking about you being who you are. So we've got some messages for you as you start to unlearn the patterns and conditions and limitations of your past, of your child, or maybe you're continuing to unlearn, blah, blah, blah. No matter where you are in your journey. We've got some messages coming through from source energy, from your inner being, about being who you are. And of course, we could be talking about sexuality, but this is not limited to that. We're going to get 3 groups going. Be who you are. For your pride. I'm gay, okay? Be who you are. Okay, we're giving messages about who you are. I kind of want more. What do I want more of? I want more of this, and I want some of these. Okay, we'll pull more cards as we get there. All right, we got 3 piles. Pile number 1, our fishy. This reminds me of the Dr. Seuss fish. You know, 1 fish, 2 fish. 1 fish, 2 fish. Red fish, blue fish. Love it. Pile number 2 is the golden egg. Pile number 3 is the raccoon. It's raccoon, but Russian. God, I'm a comedian. Okay. And timestamps, per usual, are in the description box below, and I will meet you there. Oop. Pile number 1, for those of you that chose this little fishy, who I absolutely love. Let's jump into this reading. We're talking about you being who you are. You are on a journey of finding yourself. You're learning how to define who you are. You're learning how to develop a stronger sense of self. That's why you're here, right? So number 1, what's coming through with the energy of the fish is that you are somebody who is incredibly intuitive. You're somebody who is emotional. You're somebody who can very easily psychically tap into the feelings and emotions of others. I identify this as being clairsentience. I do not identify this as being an empath, okay? So one of the ways that I define being an empath, I think that the two definitions get mixed up based off of my own personal definitions. I identify being an empath as being somebody with amazingly keen social skills, and you had to develop those social skills in your childhood in order to survive. Maybe you had a mother who had bipolar disorder, or, you know, parents who were always constantly changing and shifting. And so you had to be hyper aware of the different shifts in the atmosphere of a place, the shifts in their moods, the nuances of their voice, and right? Versus somebody who is clairsentient, you're going to actually feel the emotions and feelings that somebody is feeling, maybe when they are, I kind of want to say, as they're talking in examples, like me in sessions with clients, I can sit with my clients and I can actually tap into how they feel subconsciously, how they feel about a specific topic, or how they feel in their physical body. So pal number one, I feel like you're incredibly sensitive. You might be able to, you might have both of those skills very highly developed. One thing, pal number one, is that something that you struggle with is having a sense of self and being able to separate you and your own experience from the experience and reality of other people around you. And so this might look like you connecting with other people and trying to work hard to vigilantly fix the problems of other people, taking on the problems and taking on responsibility for other people and how they feel is a trauma response. And what this means is that number one, you have the belief that love is oneness, that in order to be loved by someone, you have to be exactly the same as them. You can't be separate from somebody and love them. You can't be different from somebody and be loved by them. And you have the belief that you grew up in an enmeshed family, pile number one, right? So boom, we already understand that. What happens here is that when we are connecting with other people and their moods and their experiences heavily influence us and impact us, when they're feeling bad, we want to work to fix their bad feeling to help them feel better so that we can feel better. And this is not about, oh, you're selfish, oh, you're a bad person, oh, you have bad motives. It's not about shame. It's not about guilt. It's not about any of that. It's about gaining that awareness of who you are, of what you need in a relationship, what you need in terms of the people you allow to be around you, the people that you connect with, the people in your circle. And it's also starting to allow yourself to release the responsibility and release the burden of other people's problems. You definitely want to focus on that. I'm returning all of the energy that doesn't belong to me back to them. And I'm calling all of my energy back to me at the end of every conversation that you have. When you are, leaving the grocery store, when you are getting off the phone, when you are leaving a date, whatever it is. You definitely want to focus on really consistently clearing your energy and clearing your space, because sometimes you can feel murky, you can feel bad, you pick up the emotions and feelings of others, you're going, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel like shit, right? And it has nothing to do with you, rather the feelings and emotions of other people around you. So who are you? You are somebody who is incredibly sensitive. You're incredibly sensitive. You have definitely those extrasensory abilities. A lot of y'all are going to be clairvoyant as well. So you're going to see visions. You can see the future that people are aligning with. These are gifts for you to start practicing. And you've got a little fear there, and some feelings of guilt of what if I tell somebody something and it isn't accurate and it isn't true? Well, don't charge $1 million a session until you're confident. Boom. Start practicing and do it in situations where there's no pressure. Allow your inner being to guide you to the perfect ways where you can begin practicing your gifts and getting confirmation on the power of your gifts in no pressure situations. One exercise is it will take maybe another person, or you can set up a camera and you can anticipate the colors of the cars that are going to be driving down the street. So you would turn away from the window and have somebody else looking outside of the window. And then you are not guessing, but you're tuning into your inner being. And it's like, okay, I think the next car is going to be blue. And then that person or your camera is like, nope, the car is yellow. You're like, oh, okay. The next one I think is going to be purple. The next one I think is going to be yellow. The next one I think is going to be silver. And as you practice it more and more, your accuracy will increase. That's going to be a great exercise for you to start doing. And there's also other exercises you can start doing. Tarot readings. It's time for you to expand your psychic gifts. Ooh, baby, baby. But baby, ooh, baby. I'm very excited for this reading, pile number one, because we've also got the fucking hawk. I love this energy. And this is why I like to wait until I am well rested and well rejuvenated to do these readings, because I fucking love when I get to tap into your energy and I get to tell you about you and I get to be so hyped up and so excited and just pouring my all into this. And so when you go, Nathallie, it's been a month since we got a reading. When is it coming? Think about this moment right here and right now as you're watching this, as I'm pouring this value and this love into you. I don't want to show up anyway other than this. I don't enjoy that. So here we are. With the energy of the hawk here, you have the ability of seeing situations from a greater angle. This is really, really strongly being able to tap into source energy. I'm telling you, you guys are powerful psychics. You are somebody who can understand, truly understand, comprehend, and internalize the truth of universal oneness. Okay, the truth of universal oneness, that we are all extensions of source energy, and that every single person in your life is a mirror to you, and what that means, and how to work with the laws of the universe, and how to utilize the people and the situations in your everyday for shadow work and reflection and greater sense of self-awareness and healing and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Powerful, powerful energy that all of you have. With the energy of the hawk, you're also fierce. You guys are predators, okay? And I don't say predators to be something that is something to be like ashamed of or something that's bad. No, you are people who see what you want. You have that desire. You put it out there in the universe. I'm hungry. I want food. I want money. I want sustenance. I want an idea. I want a new business. I want a new passion project. I want a new something. And then you follow your inspired fucking action. You find that thing, you lock in on that thing, and you fucking swoop down on that bitch and you take it. Or you allow yourself to receive it. Same difference. You are incredibly powerful people. Pile number one. You are incredibly psychic people. Pile number one. You can look at the situations and the things that have happened to you, and you can see them from a greater, more spiritual perspective. And if you haven't done this yet, this is what you're aligning with. This is the person that you are becoming. I recently, doing that work, releasing the past to the past, arriving at the stages of forgiveness, not by force, naturally. And I have been practicing more appreciation for the people in my life who backstabbed me, the people who treated me terribly, the people who didn't value me, the people who disrespected me, the people who triggered me. Because every single time, in every single situation, it was a necessary part of my growth and expansion. Without the heartbreak, without the heartache, without the betrayal, I would not have had the opportunities to get more clarity and get more specific on what it is that I do want and on the reality that I am creating for myself. And so you have the capacity to be the person who does this for yourself and for others. And this is not in a spiritually bypassing way. Everything is always happening in alignment with your highest good. Because that is true. But that can be such an invalidating thing to hear. It's not about skipping the stages of grieving. It's not about you don't get to feel anger, you don't get to feel resentment, you don't get to feel revenge. It's about stepping into a place of empowerment. You are on the route to empowerment, spiritual empowerment. Damn, we got the elephant and the cheetah. You are somebody who is so incredibly empathic. And I don't mean this in the way of, people who identify as empaths. I mean, you can really sit with people and understand people. And when people connect with you, they feel like they're connecting with somebody who understands them, who gets them. Because you see people, you see through to the core of people. You can see who people truly are. I connected with this guy years ago. And one of the reasons why I fell so madly in love with this man was not because of anything that he said to me or anything that he did intentionally. In fact, the things that he said to me and the things that he did were turn-offs. But when I would connect with him, there would be times where I would be sitting and I would look at him, and I swear to God, it was like his face would change and his face would morph. And when I looked at him, I didn't see him as the, grown man that he was. I saw him as a 5-year-old child. And it was this innocence, this purity, that innocence and purity is not necessarily having something to do with your age, but it has to do with being tapped in to source. It has to do with your soul. And so I was connecting with him and seeing him on a soul level. And I was just like, wow, blown away. And so this man really, really taught me unconditional love, where it's like, it doesn't matter who else he is or what he's done or what his thoughts are or what his intentions are or were, because that doesn't change who he is at his core. That doesn't change the aspect of him. That doesn't change the fact that I love him unconditionally, because I can see who he is. And this is what Abraham Hicks, Esther Hicks, who channels Abraham Hicks, is talking about when they say that your inner being doesn't see you for your mistakes. God doesn't see you for all of the terrible things that you've done. God doesn't see you for the aspect of you that is angry, that wants revenge, that hurts people, that gossips about people, da 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 da. God sees you for who you truly are. Who you truly are is that essence within you. It's that child within you. That innocence, that purity, that unmeddled with by conditioning and trauma and pain. And so you have the ability to see that in other people. And that is such a beautiful gift, isn't it? And what you learn is setting boundaries. And you learn that just because I can see into the core of someone, that doesn't mean I should ignore the other aspects of them, especially when those aspects are the ones running the show and da 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 da. So that's a little learning curve, no biggie. With the energy of the cheetah, you are fierce. We are the cheetah girls because the cheetah is the fiercest and the fastest animal in the jungle. That's what I think of when I think of cheetah. That's why I fell in love with the cheetah girls. Because I am the fiercest and the fastest predator in the jungle. All of my goals, all of my desires, the life that I want, the shit that I've come here to do, my healing, I do that shit fiercely and I do that shit quickly. Hello. Pile number 1. This is who you are. And some of you don't realize or recognize the rate at which you grow and expand. And it is faster than others. And faster doesn't mean better. This is just the experience you're choosing. When you connect with people who you knew years ago, and they are the same person, and they are dealing with the same issues, and they have the same life, and they speak the same, and da 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 da. And you go, what? You're still okay. Okay. No judgment. This is the experience you're choosing, and you're going at your own pace. Well, I'm going to see you on the flippity flip because I got other shit to do. I'm a manifesting generator. That's what this energy feels like. Quick, fast, get on to it. With the energy of the cheetah here, though, they go fast, 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 run out of energy kind of quickly. So you might be somebody, a lot of Piscean energy here, who needs that rest. A lot of fire, water energy coming out. Steam, ooh, like a sauna, like a spa, relaxing. With the energy of the elephant, you're also incredibly wise. People might tell you that you're wise beyond your years. And this is because you've got amazing observational skills. In your childhood and throughout your life, you have the ability to look at other people, look at their situations and their circumstance, and say to yourself, I don't want that shit. I want to do something different. Or I think something different. I'm giving y'all lots of examples. I identify heavily with this energy. In my childhood, I remember listening to my eldest brother, who's like, what, maybe 16, 17 years older than me. He was talking to my cousin, and they were talking about this girl that my brother was like dating or whatever. And they're talking about love and romance. And I think both of them were sharing their stories, whatever. We're in my living room in our house. And as I'm listening to them talk, I remember being like, that doesn't make sense. Why don't you just tell them directly how you feel? That doesn't make sense. Why are you doing all of this extra stuff instead of just being straight up? And, you know, I'm listening to them thinking they sound stupid as fuck. Young child, moon in Capricorn and Venus in Aries. I'm like, get straight to the point. Okay? And I stand by that. I stand by that behavior to this day. One thing about Nathallie Hughes is she's not going to beat around the bush. So there were many instances in my childhood where I would listen or I would observe behaviors. And I would be like, this makes no sense. Why are y'all doing this? This is not getting you what you want. Why are you going back to him? You don't see the cycle, girl? Then I would use that gift in my childhood to do this work. And so you have that wisdom in your own way, or exactly how I just described, where you can observe people and you can learn through observation. You are sometimes the person, cheetah, who needs to run into the action, see what it's about. I'm going to learn through experience. And then you also have the ability, elephant, to sit back and observe and say, well, this person did this and this and this, and that got them this result, and I don't want that result, so I'm probably gonna do something else. What do you think? And then your inner being, hog vision, come on, you guys. Then you ask for the inspiration, allow yourself to receive the inspiration so that you can have the better experience than the other people. And the other people usually are your elders or people in your field of work who have been doing it longer and all of that. You're very good at seeing people's blind spots. Hello, hawk. Okay. Pile number 1, I really feel like winding down your reading now because we don't really have much else. Well, I could talk forever about this, but that's what I'm going to give you for today. This is who you are for your pride. Oh my God. Don't hide. Don't hide. Be who you are. You're incredibly wise by being able to tap into your soul's insight and information, that omniscience, and also being able to observe and move accordingly. Ooh, you're powerful, group number 1. I love y'all so much. Thank you for hanging out. If you want to work with me, tap further into this energy, further embody who you are on a soul level, come work with me. Links for emotional coaching are in the bio. Schedule a consultation. We'll talk. I also do personal readings. You can book that using the description in the bio as well. Or link in the description. You know what I mean. Okay. Love y'all. Talk to you later. Bye. Be who you are for your pride. Don't hide. Okay, if I have ever taken singing lessons with you, you know who you are, and you're watching this and you're going, oh my God, this is so bad. I know that I'm not singing correctly. Please do not drag me. I know. Okay, so what is up? Pile number 2. I'm moving my pillows around so I can get comfy. If you chose the golden egg, this is your reading. This is your reading. Pile number 2, golden egg. Who are you? Who are you? Like the caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland. Oh, love that movie, bitch. I love that movie. Alice in Wonderland, that's my motherfucking movie right there. You want to go and listen to that, or listen to it. You want to go watch that. Who are you? And she's like, I'm Alice. And then my voices are so good, you guys. I know. Okay. And then she's like, I'm Alice. And then the caterpillar's like, no. Do I sound like Professor Snape? Say yes. Say yes if I do. Comment snake emojis if you agree. No. And he's like, you're not Alice. And she's like, I am Alice. And then they just like, it's just that scene. And basically what it comes down to is like, she is Alice, but she doesn't even remember who she is because she has tapped out of her inner being, focusing on what other people want her to be and other da-da-da-da-das. So that's definitely what's coming through, messages of inspiration. Are you mad? The best people are. You guys, I think I'm going to British soon. I mean, England. Yep. I literally had a dream that I was there, and I've been talking in an English accent. So to me, that's a part of the manifestation process. Okay, so I was singing Be Who You Are in an English accent a couple of weeks ago, and I said on my Instagram story, do you guys want to hear it? And then they said yes, but then I was too embarrassed. But it looks like that day has come. Just kidding. No, I'm not. I'm embarrassed. I don't know. If it comes out of my mouth, then it comes out of my mouth. But I'm not going to do it consciously. I'm just going to go with the flow. So, pile number 2. You're obviously incredibly unique because ever since I tapped into your energy, I've been starting to be a real fucking weirdo. And I love it because this is who I am. For my pride. Don't hide. Okay. Pile number 2, with the energy of the golden egg, you are somebody who is incredibly rare. They're saying rare beauty. Get into it. So you're somebody who is incredibly rare and you are so valuable. Who are you is so valuable. You are one of these people. This feels like a needle in a haystack. When people meet you, they realize and they recognize that running across somebody like you, a lot of people, you might find that people want to keep you in their life. And you might be like, we're not compatible, or why are you talking to me? I don't want to date you anymore, or girl, we're not even friends anymore. Why are you hitting me up? Like, you might feel like people are always trying to keep like tabs on you and stuff. And the reason why is because they know that a person like you is rare. And you don't recognize your rarity because you're normal. You are your everyday. Beyonce don't know what it feels like to see Beyonce walking down the street because Beyonce sees Beyonce walking every place every single time she sees herself in her reflection. Beyonce doesn't understand what it feels like to see Beyonce. And yeah, sure, she might have idols and, people that she's fans of and different things like that, but it's not the same. You, pile number 2, are Beyonce. And you don't know what it feels like to have you in your life. They're singing Mary J. Blige, Call the Radio if you just can't be without your baby. When you walk out of people's lives, it's like this beautiful light, this ray of sunshine, this ball of happiness. Sorry, I kicked the camera. Leaves. And if I had a clicker to click the light off, I would show you to be dramatic. What a difference it makes when sunshine leaves your life. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Ain't no sunshine when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. And this house just ain't no home anytime pile 2 goes away. And so you are so incredibly valuable. What the hell wouldn't you do to have Beyonce living in your house with you all the time? Bestie for lifers. Beyonce? Every day I wake up, Beyonce's in my house? In my kitchen? In the living room just watching TV? Oh my God. B? Every morning you wake up, Beyonce? She's like, we've lived together for 50 years. Beyonce? That's the energy that you carry, pal number 2. You are incredibly valuable. You are incredibly rare. And it doesn't matter if 100,000 people watch this and resonate with the energy of pile 2. What is 100,000 people in a world of billions of people? Do you understand? You, your energy, people like you, people who exude light in the way that you do is rare. And if people don't notice it while you're with them, they damn sure notice it when you're not. Sometimes we take the sunshine for granted, but I don't know if you've ever seen that video of what would happen if the sun's light went out. You know what I mean? Chaos. Death. Just a million problems, okay? With the energy of the owl here, you're incredibly brilliant. Hearing writers, some of you are writers, excellent storytellers. People love to hear you speak, but they love to hear your ideas. People want to know how you view the world. What's going on in that beautiful mind, pile number 2? And you might be somebody who has these incredibly deep, soulful eyes. The way that you view the world is rare. And it's very beautiful. And you just have this wisdom that is just inherent. It is this being tapped into your inner being. All of this is you being incredibly tapped into your inner being, even if you don't identify as being psychic, even if you don't identify, ooh, we got the hawk coming through again. Even if you don't identify as being psychic or, different stuff like that, it doesn't matter. You are tapped in to the knowledge and wisdom of your inner being, and you might not even know it because it doesn't just look one certain way. Your wisdom comes out in the way that you solve problems, in your creative projects. It comes out in the way that you put things together. It comes out in the way that you describe the world, or you describe the world that you want to create. That wisdom comes out every single time you express yourself. Because I don't want to limit you to writing. I don't want to limit you to speech. You could probably be very beautiful dancers, able to put on a show in such a beautiful way. You could be an artist. The way that you paint the world, the way that you convert the things that you see and how you interpret them onto a canvas is miraculous. It is rare. It is powerful. It is moving, paradigm shattering, right? Perception shifting, you know what I mean? With the energy of the hawk here and the owl. And then we got this nest energy. I'm like a bird. I'll only fly away. So you're somebody who could, excuse me, kick the camera again, naturally always be moving, always growing, always expanding. I'm seeing videos of owls like you know, that kind of like hoppy dance walk that owls do. I really feel like y'all are beautiful dancers, pal, too. Beautiful dancers. Graceful. You are incredibly graceful. You have such a beautiful power. This is sacral chakra energy, solar plexus chakra energy. Yes. Root chakra energy. Your lower chakras are active. You are incredibly creative people. You create out of thin air. The reason why creative people make the most money and are the most wealthy, and the reasons why billionaires tell you to be creative and to do your own thing, is because tapping into creativity, the same creativity that gives you the inspiration to create new fashion designs, to create a new dance, to create a new show, to create a new play, to create da-da-da-da-da. That is the same inspiration. That is the same energy that you are using to create your reality. And so any world that you create in your mind, you have the power, and you are much more tapped in than other people are to manifesting the visions that you have for yourself and for your life into this physical reality. And that's why your lower chakras hella active. Look at these colors present in all of them. Reds, yellows, oranges. You've also got a very strong sensuality, a very strong sexuality. You are creators. Who are you? You are creators. You are active participants on the leading edge of creation. And it's a little bit different from pile number one. This is creating. And then we got the stingray. You guys are teachers. And you know why I said that. You know why I said that. Because of Finding Nemo. You guys are teachers. Look at all of these chakras. Aligned. When you guys are in alignment, you guys are unstoppable. When your chakras are balanced, you are unfucking stoppable. You get the idea, receive it from your inner being, see the vision for yourself, you speak about it, you take inspired action through your heart, move forward confidently. You attract in everything that you need. You ground that idea, inspiration into the physical reality. Boom, it's manifested. If you're watching this and you're having trouble with your manifestations, work on your root chakra. If you don't feel safe to allow your manifestations in, that's why they're not coming. If you want help with this, coaching, consultation, information on all of it is in the description box. You guys are such graceful, beautiful creatures. And I want to say that you are emotional, but I don't mean emotional like pile number one was incredibly emotional. which is not good or bad. It's just who you are, right? You all are, I don't think that you guys are emotional. I think that you guys are just very beautiful in your ability to move with life and to go with the flow of life. And I think this is something that definitely helps you in your creative projects, is your ability to problem solve, your ability not to be attached specifically to the outcome, but instead, not to be attached to how things happen, but instead to be attached and focused to the outcome and knowing that your desire is going to come. And so it doesn't matter what happens. You can appreciate the things that are happening along your journey. Baby, what did I tell you? You appreciate the things that are happening along your journey as they guide you there. You know what life is about. You know how to enjoy the process of watching your manifestations unfold. And if you don't, this is what you're aligning with. This is the person that you are becoming. What WTF? And then we got inspiration. Boom, baby, baby. But baby, baby. Boom, baby, baby. But baby, baby. When things are in alignment, that's the song that plays in my head. You're very tight and connected to nature. Nature is the place you want to go when you want to ground your ideas. Connecting with nature. If you can put your foot in a stream, feet in the ocean, in water, that helps you to ground, to release, to tap back into creativity. You are very connected to your emotions, but your emotions are not running your life. Very, very good at processing your emotions and letting your emotions move through you, moving physically with your emotions in order to express them and allow that energy to dissipate and fade. If you don't do this, look into it, start doing it. Now, with this energy here of going beyond normal, what did I say? Y'all are some fucking weirdos. And I love it. I love that weird shit. I have South Node in Aquarius and Aquarius on the cusp of my 4th house. I'm a weirdo. I love everything weird. I love everything abnormal. Because what the fuck is normal? And normal is so goddamn boring. I don't know nobody who's normal that I find to be interesting or entertaining. Not one normal person would I choose to spend my free time with. Hello. You guys are beyond. Some of you might identify as the Matrix. You are beyond the ideas, what is commonly, believed to be the ideal life and the ideal home. And this doesn't mean that you don't like, physical things. This doesn't mean that you're not materialistic, right? Because you're living in a material world. You can enjoy this physical existence, but being connected to your inner being. Look at that. Being connected to your inner being connected to yourself at your core, being connected to your spirituality. It's like, this is your key to everything. Receiving that inspiration from your inner being, and then your mind just gets working. Okay, I'm going to do this. Well, I could do it like this. I could do it like this. I could do it like this. You are powerful problem solvers. And this is for every single aspect of life. If your passion is science, this is the same. This is how you're going to cure cancer. This is how you cure disease. This is how you come up with new technology. This is how you come up with new surgical procedures, by being creative, by being tapped in, by being inspired, and by allowing those wheels inside of your mind to churn and then speaking on them. Y'all are brilliant, is who you are. You are brilliant, and you are so beautifully connected to this physical world. And I'm talking about the trees, the birds, the water, you know what I mean? Life on earth. Being naked with life. You're very good at being naked with life, being vulnerable with life, fully giving yourself over to the experience of life. Okay, universe, take me. Okay, universe, I'm ready to go. And with the energy of inspiration, you can find inspiration anywhere. I saw this video, and it was of this man who was in prison, or who had previously been in prison. And he was showing how he drew. He was an artist. And he was using different things as paint to color. I think it was like paint. I don't think it was like a crayon thing. It was like paint. So he's using the coloring and the pigments. I think one of the mediums he was using, right? That's what it's called, I believe. It was like fucking Cheetos or a piece of gum, you know? And he had drawn for the video this portrait of Kobe Bryant with fucking Cheetos and gum. And it didn't look off. The coloring was perfect. It was extra. It was everything. It was the uniform, everything. All of the colors. And some people might watch that video and go, oh my God, it's so sad. This person could have done X, Y, and Z, and they could have become such a huge artist if they only had the materials that everybody else, and da-da-da-da-da. But when I saw that video, I thought to myself, holy fucking cow. When Jesus said yes, nobody can say no. The devil said no, but God said yes. When you are an artist, when you are a creator, when you have the inspiration, when you have the determination to manifest your desire, if your desire is to create art, you will fucking be inspired to do the most incredible shit in order to get your desire. And that's what life on the leading edge of creation looks like. That's what innovation looks like. That's what being a pioneer looks like. Figuring out new ways to do things that improve the way that things are done, or figuring out completely different ways to do it just fucking because it doesn't matter if I don't have the materials to do X, Y, and Z thing. I'm gonna figure it out because I have the desire. Pile number 2, this is really all that I have coming through for you. I hope that this gave you clarity. I hope that this gave you something. Comment down below. Let me know if it did. If you want to work with me, coaching, tarot, links to either, links to affirmation decks, workbooks, all of the different ways you can support me, send me tips, or get a whole bunch of good healing shit for yourself on your journey is in the description box below. I love you so much, and I will talk to you in the next reading. Bye. What is up, pile number 3? For those of you who chose the raccoon, I forgot how I said it in the beginning. Anyway, if you chose the raccoon, this is your reading. And today we are talking about who you are. For your pride. Don't hide who you are. You're a private person. You're a private person. You're a mysterious person. You're somebody who enjoys fading. You like to fade into the crowd. You are not somebody who enjoys attention. You are not somebody who wants all eyes on them. There are times, of course, where you want that recognition, and of course you want reward, and of course you want to be prioritized, and of course you want to be cared about, of course you want to be loved. But you're somebody who likes to mind their business. You want other people to mind their business and not your business. You mind the business that pays you. You get your needs met. You get your desire. You are resourceful, I want to say. You're very resourceful. With the energy of the Six of Pentacles, you're very giving. You're very giving to others. With the King of Pentacles, you might support your family financially. You might support others financially. You might have the desire to be the primary breadwinner in your home. You might have the desire to align with more money so that you can support others. You are the person who naturally wants to take care of others. That is who you are. You are the person who wants to manage the money. You are the person who wants to protect. This is a very masculine energy. You are the person who wants to make sure that everyone's needs are being met. You are the person who stays up all night during the purge and guards the house and checks the cameras and makes sure everything is good. And that gives you a feeling and a sense of purpose and a sense of pride. Being able to take care of others, being able to protect others, being able to provide for others. Pile number 3, if you're watching this and you're single and you're 100 millionaire at least, and it's resonating with you, DM me. No, I'm not kidding. But I am, mostly. Okay. With the energy of the the Two of Pentacles, you're somebody who's verse. You're somebody who's verse. You also like to receive. I'm not necessarily talking about sex, but I could be. You're very good at finding the balance between things, maybe even two seemingly unlike things. You can really help, it's like you can help other people to, you really like to help other people to understand one another. You have a gift of finding commonalities between other people, yourself and other people. You could be good on any MLK Boulevard. You can really fit in anywhere. And that's who you are, because you're multidimensional. You're not just one thing. You're not just one person. There are multiple sides to you. You've got a day and night type of side to you. You like to be one place in one setting with one group of people where you get one need to, maybe you got a group of friends who are artists and you go to art galleries, and then you have a group of friends who like to go out and who like to go clubbing, and so you go with them and you take shots with them and you twerk with them or whatever. And then you have another group of friends who are scholars and you hang out with them and you discuss scholarly articles and whatever the fuck it is that scholars do. You have various needs socially. And so you're somebody who can really blend in anywhere because you're multidimensional. And because you are so multidimensional, this is a lot of mutable sign energy. This is Pisces, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius. I keep wanting to say Scorpio as well. You can work with anyone. You can get along with anyone. You might be very good at bringing groups of people together. For example, somebody like this is so needed in our world as we're having conversations about, let's see, what two things that need to cross that don't typically cross are environmental science and law. So let's say that you're somebody who has a passion for environmental science and law. And so then there's going to be one group of people who love environmental science. They are not interested in the Constitution. They don't give a fuck about legislation, but they do care about trees, and they care about bees, and they care about whales, and they care about pollution. And then, they care about the effects of pollution on communities. Then you got another group of people who care about legislation, who care about law, who care about justice, who care about equality, who care about da-da-da-da-da. And then you meet in the middle when it's time to have conversations about environmental racism, when it's time to have conversations about passing laws that are going to be beneficial for everyone involved. You make an excellent mediator because you can sit and you can see the perspective of everyone involved. You can identify everyone involved's needs, and you can create plans as to where everyone involved gets their own individual needs met. This is a very powerful energy, group number 3. And so what I love about, I want to say Pisces and Gemini energy, this is who I see getting projected on the most, is Gemini will be seen as two-faced. Oh, you act one way and then you act another way. And it's like, no, Gemini is not being fake. Gemini is genuinely both versions. And it depends on the environment, and it depends on the day, and it depends on what they're going through, and it depends on what the situation needs. You have many, many aspects within you. And sure, it's probably a result of trauma, but it's also a skill that your soul has asked for. And for some of you, it's not the result of trauma, and you just naturally have an interest in a million different things. And these things will intertwine beautifully one day, or they overlap in a couple ways and you have different segments of life. It's giving Hannah Montana. This is who you are. There is an aspect of you that is one way, and then there's another aspect of you that is a completely seemingly opposite way, and that's just what it is. And that's just who you are. And there's nothing wrong with you. And there's nothing that needs to be fixed about you. This is a gift. Because you can show up in any environment. And the variety of environments that you attract are because the variety of the different parts of you, your different interests, your different desires, different gifts, and different talents want to show themselves, want to get strengthened, want to develop even further. What else? You have the energy of the Tower. You guys are powerful. You powerfully see through people. You see through to the core of issues and problems. You might be really good at helping other people do inner children work, or specifically parts work. If you don't know what that is, look up parts work, Teal Swan. Definitely very strongly tied and connected to nature. Some of you might do magic and you work with the weather. You conjure weather, conjure specific results. You might work with lightning specifically. You might work well with electricity. You could work well with nerves, people's nervous systems. You might be very tapped into your own nervous system and have the gift of being able to regulate that. And until you develop that gift, you might be somebody who's very anxious, worried, fearful. You've also got this beautiful wrath. You have this beautiful, amazing, powerful rage. That is such a gift. And that is not something that you should be ashamed of or afraid of. Whatever you resist persists. You're also creative. You're also passionate, you're loving, you're nurturing, you're able to conjure up opportunities. And again, we're reiterating the same thing. You are such a beautiful people person. You can form relationships with anyone. Doesn't matter where they're from, doesn't matter who they are, doesn't matter what language they speak. You can form an emotional connection. You connect with people on a soul level because you can identify the aspects of them that lie within you, call those aspects forward, and boom, you've got something in common. And so you can find yourself being somebody who has many, many friends, and maybe if you don't love and accept yourself, then you might identify as being a loner. But as you learn to love and accept yourself for who you are, then this gift will really grow and expand, and you will recognize how truly unique and individual you are. There's nobody on this planet who is like you. People can be similar, not the exact same, not at all, okay? And this is such a gift from the universe. You are a gift from the universe to Earth, to humankind, to the world. You are so amazing, pal number 3. I hope that this resonated with you. I hope it gave you some clarity, maybe boosted your confidence, helped you to love on yourself and accept yourself more. Love y'all so much, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.